Hi all, how you doing? Hope you're doing great wherever you are in the world. Hope you're getting your answers right for the Coinbase. So this has kind of made me think about doing this video that I'm going to do now. Um, and I think a lot of you are getting riled up by this, just as I am, okay? Um, it's not the fact you don't know the answers necessarily. It's not about that, okay? So let's just have a look at some of the comments that people are making, and then I'll talk about it kind of afterwards after I've gone through some of these comments and sort of share my ramblings and my rants about it. Okay, so Brian here says, I think Brian's from America, by the way, but it doesn't really matter, okay? They need a quiz when you first start. Excuse me, my voice is going a bit weird. They need a quiz when you first start working and paying tax. Question one: are you aware the dollars you earn today will be worth less tomorrow and every day after that until they're almost worthless? In other words, inflation. You won't notice because you can trade $1 for $1, but a loaf of bread will go from $1 to $4. Question two: are you aware the tax dollars you pay will mostly go towards keeping large corporations and business in business? Please see the Irish model. Question three: are you aware that if you put your money into the bank is allowed to use that money to bail themselves out? It's hilarious how they use these childish tools to hide the truth. Okay. Thanks for the update. Totally ridiculous how they are slowly strangling the on and off ramps of crypto. Okay. On and off ramps mean you get in your pounds and you're trying to buy crypto with it. And if you've got crypto, it's also hard to get it off and to convert it back to G pounds again. Okay. There are even some horror stories about debanking and practically the Spanish Inquisition. I wasn't expecting the Spanish Inquisition. But totally fine to gamble your life savings away. No questions asked. Okay. So yeah, I've heard that. Santander. So he's talking about Spanish Inquisition. So I think he's referring to Santander. Somebody got their bank account closed and they couldn't access their money. Okay, because they wanted to off ramp or on ramp with Santander or something like that. And yeah, so da, da, da. Yeah, look at this. I mean, this is people are getting worried as well. Thanks to this video, I've been worried about what to expect. Terrified my assets would just get frozen out. Yeah, don't think that's going to happen. But anyway, not that hard a quiz. Yeah, I don't think it's a harder quiz. But I've been in crypto for some time now and read so many articles and stuff, so I know it pretty well. I'm not an expert, by the way, but I know it pretty well. What are the governments really afraid of? They never show this concern for gamblers or alcoholics. I think in the next 2 years, you'll need to prove you have excess money after paying for your bills in order to buy crypto. Okay. I'm not going to say what he said. Um, I've done this. I had to choose the same path. Okay, yeah. Okay. Da, da, da. Da, 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 da. Hold on a minute. Okay. They are protecting you from ever making any money. World gone mad. Okay. I failed it. I failed first attempt, got it on the second. Yes, that guide gives you nothing. Yeah, the guide doesn't help you. It's weird, and it's almost like they want you to fail. You don't already know. Pointless if you ask me. The test asks questions on parts of crypto I don't deal in. It should ask one question. Can you afford to lose your investment? Yeah. Are they trying to slow people down from buying crypto? They don't want the small, everyday person getting in and making a nice profit. This stinks to high heaven. Yeah, and it's maybe having a go. I think this guy's an older person. Do you have grandfather rights? Is this just applicable to investments made going forward in the last 12 months to answer this question? I think people are missing the true point of this. It's a distinction. Say you make loads of profit in future and you disclosed your in the lower distinction, then you won't be allowed certain privilege accessed by saying you are in the higher distinction. I just did it and it sucks. Passed on the second attempt. Okay, hold on a minute. Okay. Da da da. Um, so I'm just going through the comments here. I'm going to give you my views and big rant at the end. So wait for the end. I log in, don't get a question. All right. Okay. Right. Okay. So this is my views then. So I've run some points. Let's say, for example, you walk into a little mini mart, stuff like that, or you go for a lottery ticket. So they sell them all over the place in little supermarkets, little corner shops, and things like that. Okay. Now, when you go and buy a lottery ticket, does the person behind the counter say, sir, before you buy that lottery ticket, because quite often some people will go with 50 quid, okay, and they'll buy 50 tickets, or if it's £2 a ticket, they'll buy 25 tickets and stuff like that. They'll spend like £100. I mean, maybe they're buying it as a syndicate, okay, but the point is, some people are spending an awful lot of money because what they're trying to do, they see the lottery as some sort of dream ticket out of their mundane life, or they're stuck in a rut and they think, I'm just going to gamble it, I'm going to go for it. Okay. But my point is, nobody in the shop says, oh, before you spend that £10 on 5 tickets, are you aware of the odds of winning the lottery? Do you realize that this is an extremely low odds game, and they don't say anything like that because it's the money's going to the government. Okay, a lot of it. Okay, so that's the lottery, and that goes for every single country. Nobody asks questions like, "What do you know about the lottery?" You should have to do a quiz surely for that. If they're doing quizzes for crypto, why aren't they doing quizzes for lotteries? Horses, okay? Am I supposed to know what the horse has eaten that morning? Okay. Has it gone on a daily gallop? What was its time in the gallops? Am I supposed to, should I be answering quiz questions on the horses that you go into a bookies on the street, or you go on an online bookmaker? None of these online bookmakers ask the question, how much do you know about horses? What do you know about the trainers? What's the win rate for this trainer, for this stable, and things like that? They don't ask questions like that, do they? Um, Fruit machines in casinos, or in the bookmakers as well. The casino games, where you put your money in and you can play casino games. Um, Nobody asks, oh, what's the percentage of winning on if you put £10 on black, and you're in a UK betting shop, what are the odds of winning? And also, is it loaded? It's a digital. Is it fixed? Okay. Nobody asks what's the percentage of winning on this machine, or if you get a fruit machine, nobody asks what is the percentage of winning on this machine and can you afford it and stuff like that when you go into a bookies. Why aren't we having the same discussions? Why aren't we having the same questionnaires for bookmakers and stuff? Why do we have to have this for crypto? Do we have questionnaires when we buy premium bonds? Do we have questionnaires if we put our money in ISAs? Okay. They're saying you shouldn't put more than 10% of your net assets, excluding your house, okay, into crypto. Do they ask the same question about, oh, are you putting this much into an ISA? Okay. The same thing, you can walk into a casino. I can walk into a casino in the middle of the afternoon if I'm a member. In fact, I don't even think you have to be a member a lot of the time these days. And the same thing, you don't have to, you know, fill in a questionnaire. I could take £10,000 in cash and slowly piss it up the wall, putting it on black, or doubling up on blackjack and things like that, or playing craps or baccarat. I've played baccarat in the past. Okay. early in my days, and I had no idea what was happening. I was just putting my money in one box and it was winning. Okay. For some reason, I'd win at Baccarat, but I had no idea. I mean, now I think you have to get up, I know you have to get to 9 or something like that. I think what it is. But I had no idea really what I was doing. It took, 20 sort of hands later, and maybe I was getting the gist of it. Okay. But Baccarat, I was putting my money in a box. Nobody said, "Oh, do you know how to play Baccarat? Can you explain the rules of Baccarat before you start playing?" Yeah. I mean, people play blackjack and they play absolutely terrible. You know, they don't get asked questions like, "Oh, if you're on 16 and the dealer's on a 7, should you draw?" Things like that. No, but you don't get questions like that, do you? Okay, when you're playing blackjack. And the answer, by the way, is that you should draw if you're on 16 against a 7, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. But you don't get questions like that. So why is it different for crypto? Doesn't make sense. Okay. To me, this is this is a strategy by the government to keep us all poor. They know that Bitcoin is going to take off, and they are worried that everyone's going to hold Bitcoin and be rich. Okay. And they don't want us poor saps, working class, middle class, even. Okay. They want to keep the Bitcoin and all of that for the lizards, for the elite. Okay. They don't want us poor, working class, middle class, working class, middle class, whatever. They don't want us to make any money. They want us to earn like £30,000 a year and only put like 3,000, less than 3,000. In fact, net. So it's going to be less, isn't it? I think it's going to be less than 3,000 into crypto. They know damn well that if you only put a couple of grand into crypto, into Bitcoin, well, it might go to 8,000. Okay, you're never going to get out the hole you're in if you're in any hole from that kind of point of view. All right. So they just want to keep us all poor so that we can take all the jobs that they don't want. So we can be the delivery drivers delivering their Christmas hampers from our delivery trucks, earning £12 an hour and things like that. And that is the bottom line. Okay. Anyhow, that is my rant. Let me know in the comments. I'm sure lots of you can want to rant as well, and be my guest. Okay. Be my guest.